Skirt.
You know, so we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't turn nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Call me a river to do with the shit. Bad and boozy, bad. Cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got better than 100 round two. My bitch is bad and boozy, bad. Cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got better than 100 round two.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Excited to have you guys with us right here on the Betting News Network on your last afternoon BetSpresso of 2024. This is the last BetSpresso of 2024, boys. It's crazy. I know. This is it. You won't see us in 2025. This is the last show ever.
No, don't. I'm actually going to leave.
Far away can you be? Oh, and he's gone.
You really left the whole screen.
He ain't having it. He ain't having it. I like singing with you. That was fun. Excited to have you guys here. Welcome to the show right here on the Betting News Network. This is your afternoon BetSpresso, brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. He's back. He couldn't stay away too long. That QR code at the top corner of the screen.
Can't do it.
Dude, Shaggy hates dogs in need. Confirmed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will say I mute that commercial every fucking time.
That's why I've got 2 rescues
Do
living.
you
in my
have
house rent-free.
60 cents to donate to a dog in need? Dude, that commercial
No, I'm
came
donating half my paycheck to the ones living on my couch.
that commercial came on Christmas at my aunt's house, and someone goes, "What about the kids?" And
Hey man, shout out your aunt, and shout out your grandma. Shout out Daisy.
Yeah.
Shout out.
She looked good with that coffee mug.
Mm-hmm.
She looked great with that coffee mug.
She doesn't know she broke the internet on Christmas.
She did. I'm excited for her to get her candle too. It's gonna be fun. Excited to have you guys here. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your week. Beautiful Monday, last BetSpresso of 2024. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow. 2025 right around the corner. Don't worry though, you guys, these guys tomorrow. You got me, Enzi, and Betsky tomorrow for Puckett. So we'll be sending you guys off into 2025 with all the vibes tomorrow. We've got a fun day in front of us today, though, boys. We've got some college basketball to discuss. Colby got some vibes on the hardwood with the college kiddos. Shaggy's got a lot of bowl games that he's already been scribbling about today. I don't know. You guys are going to talk about them all tomorrow, so I don't know if you want to blow your load a little bit today.
I did load one up. I will talk about one, the one that goes off at 11 a.m.
The morning
still
one.
Won't have a chance. So, yeah, we'll chat about the Reliaquist Bowl.
The Reliaquist Bowl.
The Reliaquist Bowl. Alabama, Michigan should be decent, maybe. Yeah. Probably not.
Milrose playing.
Milrose playing.
Okay.
That's what they say. Is he going to pull a Cam Ward? Not play the second half?
All right, let's kick it off with talking about that. Let's
talk about the weekend.
Let's go. Segue into the weekend.
Now, great fantastic segue. Now, Kate Kospel said it today that it's absolutely selfish on her show today, and I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. You look like an ass hat, an absolute ass on your hat when you suit up and play half a game. You suit your ass up, you play the whole goddamn game. Oh, but I could have got hurt in the second half. You could have got hurt in the first. Oh, you broke a record because you played
going for the record.
You played 5 full seasons of collegiate football. Well, Case Keenum played 5 years. Yeah, one of those seasons was like 4 freaking games. It is BS. Get those asterisks out. Who gives a crap about that record? It does not count. Cam Ward, you are selfish. You are selfish. You are the reason why Miami lost that bowl game. You selfish SOB. I hope you're second on the quarterback draft board.
Oh, if he plays that whole game, Miami definitely wins. I wish I
spit everywhere.
didn't.
I spit everywhere. He's so Selfish.
I wish I didn't second guess myself and just took the Cyclones outright, but the late line movement kind of scared me, and I was kind of already
On the Cyclones.
Yeah, because they were 3.5. They were plus 3.5. It steamed up to 5, even touched 5.5, I think, where it kind of closed. So that scared me off. It was always the Cyclones outright. My bet on the Canes team total was kind of under the impression that Cam Ward wasn't going to play the second half, which is exactly what happened. But obviously, he showed out in the first and put up 31 points. So, but I agree. Sitting there watching your team battle.
When I saw, I had no idea.
It's Bush League. I mean, you either play the whole game or you don't.
That's just not a team guy. You look like I don't care what his teammates thought because they probably love the guy. It looks, like you said, Bush League. It looks pathetic. And you're the leader of that team, and you're sitting your ass in the second half.
I would have opted out. If I was Cam Ward, I would have opted out from the get-go.
I think it's more selfish that he was clearly going for a record, which, in my eyes, doesn't count.
Yes. Yeah.
Clearly
the case.
Such a weird record to try to feel good about and only play half the game in a game that literally means nothing. Like you said, you didn't even help him really win. He didn't even do much at that point.
He lost them the game.
Yeah, and this is a good point too. He's about to be a drafted probably top 5 pick, but
I think I wouldn't did look worse.
Can we just, boys? Can I just tell you guys this? And I know V loves Shedeur Sanders, and I feel like the three of us all have kind of a similar opinion about Colorado as a whole. He just likes the way he plays, but in my opinion,
weak opponents.
He can swing the pillow when he has 10 seconds in the pocket.
I agree with you, dude. We've talked. I think he's overrated. I don't think he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. He's going to get drafted, but I swear to God, guys, if this motherfucker gets drafted by the Titans, I don't think he is. I don't either. Well, they're the number 2 pick right now. They have to play the Texans last game of the season. Number 1 is the Patriots, pretty much locked in. The Titans play the Texans.
You'd rather want Cam Ward, for sure.
I don't want either of them. I don't think they're going to draft anybody from what I've been hearing. I think they're going to go with a bridge quarterback. I think they're going to go. Honestly, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'd rather take Aaron Rodgers for a season and just see what happens, rather than drafting one of those guys and then waiting for the Arch Manning draft the following season and seeing what happens at that particular point.
Fair. Just suck even worse next year. That's all you want.
I mean, at that point. Because I don't like Sanders and I don't like Ward. And I mean, at that point, what else? Hunter's going to probably go to the Patriots, I think.
No. Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
If I was the Patriots with the number 1, if you guys both had the number 1 pick as the Pats, would you take Hunter?
If I'm the Pats, I want to know how eager other teams are to get Shedeur, and you could get a ton with that first overall pick. They don't need a quarterback. They just need a defensive guy, and if they miss out on Travis Hunter, I don't think they're going to be that disappointed. I don't want Hunter. I wouldn't want Hunter. I mean, I only want Hunter if I'm here to sell tickets, which
I think they trade.
I'm here for. Yeah, I would. If I was the GM, I'm trading the pick because you could probably get a ton and get the 3rd or 4th pick.
Or you could be like Nick Wright and think that they're going to trade Drake May and draft Hunter and Sanders, and then Dion's going to come to town and coach the Patriots.
They love Drake.
You guys see that take? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Gerald. Get just a bunch of shit ton of picks for the next couple seasons for somebody that's desperate for Shedeur, and then just roll that.
There's a lot of NFL talent coming in the next couple of years, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, and look at what the rookies did this last weekend. I mean, you got Brock Bowers, who went fucking nuclear this season, Lad McConkey, Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix. I mean, rookies took over this year, and that shows. And people were kind of I feel like people going into this draft, people were kind of like, oh, the draft's not super impressive with offensive talent, and it wasn't as.
We have Colorado guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're at the 100%. Top, dude. They've done nothing with their time
Brian
and knowledge
Thomas Jr.
to play weak teams, but hey, they're the best thing in the draft.
This guy's a stud, absolute stud, dude. He is so good. It was great though to see all these guys break these records this last weekend. It was also cool to bet on all these incentives over the weekend in the NFL, and all of them hit. Every single one fucking hit. Mike Evans Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I had some beans on Saquon to have go over his rushing yards. He soared. He had 150. Shout out Saquon Barkley for being a 2,000-yard rusher, the ninth in NFL history. I mean, neighbors with the record. Brock Bowers broke Mike Ditka's record, which that's been on the fucking in the NFL for decades.
I'm surprised it hasn't been broken sooner.
I know, me too. That's what I was thinking. It was a wacky weekend. I mean, there was a lot of there was all the incentive stuff that happened, but then obviously a lot of things that happened on the field as well that broke down what the Seahawks got sent home. They're not going to be anything. We're going to talk about Monday Night Football a little bit later between the Lions and the Niners. Niners don't really have a lot to play for, but Lions have it all to play for next week. I wonder if that's going to affect what they do tonight. I know Colby has a take on tonight's game. Shags wrote about tonight's game. I have a take on tonight's game too. It's going to be fun to kind of discuss what's going to happen in Santa Clara tonight. So, anything else that stuck out to you guys from the weekend? I know there were lots of bowl games too, but I mean, some of these bowl games are just really difficult to kind of figure out what's important and what isn't. The Cam Ward situation, obviously, Colorado found a new way to fuck you guys. So
the one bowl game I decided to dive into.
I just,
if they were good, they would have murdered them, but they weren't.
They suck.
Negative flowers to myself for not believing in Colorado all season long and deciding they would come together for this game. The Big 12 championship. BYU always wanted it more.
It's easier to, I don't disagree with you, but I think it made the most sense to take Colorado in that spot. But also the chatter, we should have just been like, there's so much chatter about them playing. There's so much chatter about them playing that they were looking ahead to the draft the entire time. He had the cleats. Yeah, I'm not mad about losing that play because it just further proves that we were right about that team all along.
I knew that. I don't even watch this shit, man. You can just tell. We talked about it last year. It's the same thing.
Well, I will say. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go.
No, I was going to change the topic to something sad.
Oh. Well, I was just going to say, we talked about it last year. Like what Deion's done for the culture of Colorado, brought them in the forefront. What he's done for the city of Boulder in general. He has you can't knock it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But on the field and the product, like I sent you guys a tweet. They're like 0-9.
Read it.
I don't. Let me find it real quick.
Hold
I think they're 0-9 versus top 25 teams. Let me just find it real quick.
I got it right here.
I sent you. We talk a lot about a lot of stuff.
Where did you send it?
Oh, here it is. All right, 0-6 versus top 25 teams. 2-9 versus the power conference teams with at least a 500 record. Tons of smack talking to opponents though, and cool chains and sunglasses worn. So, Rusty's not here right now, but he's going to get.
Oh wait, I have a watch on.
Oh, nice. There you go. It's always time. Anyway, you can change the subject now to sad stuff.
Yeah, I was just going to say we lost an absolute legend this weekend, Greg Gumbel. I know if you watch sports, you know his voice. If you don't know his voice, you do know his voice. Just go back and just listen and close your eyes because you know who Greg Gumbel is. He's been around our entire lives, our entire parents' lives. An absolute gentleman is the best way to put it. He is one of the best of the best to ever do it, and his voice will be dearly missed. He will be dearly missed, and what an absolute what a terrible last 2 weeks. Like Ricky Henderson, Greg Gumbel. I'm missing another one. Who do we? Oh, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It sucks, man. It's part about time, people die.
Wild. I'm really scared to know how Ricky died because they have yet to say why.
Yeah, that's probably better that you don't. Maybe just don't look it up,
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you guys see this? I'm sure you guys saw this. The guy that cashed out on that 2 touchdown ticket and Zach Ertz ended up.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
He could have. I think it was like a $15 ticket, and he was going to make like 60 or 70 grand or something, and he cashed out and made like $500, and
that would have been me.
Ertz ended up scoring the game-winning touchdown.
Like $500. Haven't won that in a while.
Yeah. Missed out on 60.
I mean, honestly, he won. Regardless, he won.
Yeah,
you can't hate the guy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you can't.
We have not. Stick around. We got football coming.
Marcus, push it out. Hope it goes well. And yeah, we got plenty of time, so we'll see in a little
bit. Push slowly.
But, All right, we are going to talk about the NFL at the end of the show, but let's talk some college ball first. Anything else from the weekend you guys want to say?
Nope.
No.
I'll say this. I just said this to you guys. It was great to support a team that did something historic this season. Tennessee Titans 2-14 ATS this year, worst in the NFL in history.
Did you bet any of those 2 games?
Yeah, I did. One of them. Thank God.
That's kind of
Week
legendary.
one.
That's kind of legendary.
Well, as soon as how week 1 went down and that collapse, I was like, this is going to be a tough old season. What up, King Shane? Love you too, man. Thank you for making me feel better about my team being absolutely atrocious. All right, let's talk about this. A beautiful day in front of us. Colps, leave us off, man. Tell us why it's the Zags.
It's got to be the Zags. It's got to be the Zags. After what happened on Saturday, after they got embarrassed by UCLA, their defense, UCLA, do they have the best defense in the country? People are talking. Are the people me? Of course they are. UCLA or Gonzaga has to be out for blood today after their loss to UCLA on Saturday. This is the 13th toughest schedule facing the 87th easiest being the Pepperdine Waves. The Zags will be the best team by 220-plus spots that Pepperdine is hosting at home. The Pepperdine's faced a couple good teams this season, but it's been over a month. It's been almost 2 months since they played those teams. And everything else is high 200s, so I'm not really worried. The Waves against top 100 teams, high 200s, adjusted defensive efficiency is 296, turnover defense 296 again, 3-point defense 309. So the Zags can really do whatever they want on the offensive end because the Waves are just absolutely terrible. Now, Shags, this might be weird to you because it was weird to me. Hazometrics had the Zags as the 267th team away from home, while Pepperdine's 23rd. Tell me that doesn't sound wrong.
Away from, yeah.
Like the away court, he had them 267th. Now let's dive into them, how well they have been away from home. Top 35 offense, top 35 defense, all around great team, fantastic rebounding team, like immaculate rebounding skills. They get to the line, they make their shots, all the second chance points. I love it. It has to be the Zags here. I took the worst number possible, and I do not think that matters because this got down to 20.5, and I think it crept to 19.5. So take what you want. I think they blow out the Waves because I don't think the Waves are good at all.
They're going to ride the wave.
Yep.
I'm seeing 20 right now on BetOnline for the Zags.
Take it.
Okay.
It's going to be a track meet.
Yeah.
For sure.
Pepperdine also just covered against Santa Clara on Saturday. I think they were worried about trying to beat Santa Clara than looking ahead to the Zags in conference play. So,
well, they've also got St. Mary's. They got to turn around and play St. Mary's on Thursday. Pepperdine.
There's a lot of quick turnarounds this week.
Right, and I mean we obviously love the Zags on on Saturday because they have 4 easier games before they get into the chunk of their conference schedule. So kind of thought they would bring the heat on Saturday and cruise now, but now it's okay. Now we got to get.
They got to buckle up. They have to
exactly.
They have to basically run the table. Another thing,
it's a lot. But
it's a lot. It's a lot. But I think
top 100 in pace. There will be plenty of possessions.
Did you know they're 5th in Bart Torvik? Dude, they're analytic darlings.
Mm-hmm.
Analytic darlings.
No, they're very good. Well, and
did you guys see this? Did you guys see them almost die?
Yes, I said it to Shags.
Yeah,
insane.
Too.
There's got to be some narrative we can bake into this. They almost died, so they're going to win by a 70,
Motivation, they saw death.
Exactly. They're going to come out and be like, we survived, you're going to die.
They're going to come crashing waves.
Honestly, Colby, I love your Gonzaga future now.
Yeah, almost died. Glad I didn't cash out.
Yeah, for real. All right, there you go, chat. Zags, whatever number you can get, they're winning by a million because they almost died. That's all you need.
Dude, and yesterday, to anyone that tailed yesterday, I know we don't apologize here. Yesterday was a test. I was testing out a narrative that I thought would work, and boy, was I the most wrong human being on the planet. My theory yesterday was teams with a semi-quick turnaround playing nobodies would not show up to play. But Maryland was the reason why, because I took their team total, and they went under by, I think, like 5 points. But during the second half, they were just absolutely playing Harlem Globetrotter basketball. Like, like not trying, and it was so blatantly obvious that I was like, okay, maybe Illinois won't care about playing Chicago State because they're, the third worst team in the country. Or Michigan won't care about Western Kentucky because, they're 100 spots worse than us. Mm-hmm. And both teams destroyed each other, each of those teams. Not even close. I didn't come close to covering any of them. I didn't come close to covering a 40-point spread, okay? Didn't come close. I had to Venmo who put it in for me well before the game was over. I said, this is not coming close.
Well before. I was sad about that. I didn't text you about that because I figured you were in your own piss, but I was like, damn, I tailed this. And, they lost by like 60. They got clapped.
Yeah. Well, and you know it because they're not going to go on a run. They're not going to go on a run. They suck.
Yeah. Shit happens, man. Again, like you said, and this is good for anybody maybe tuning in for the first time. If this is your first time getting involved with sports betting, if you're hanging out with your friends, you don't ever apologize for a play because you're not the one getting out there and doing the playing. Unless the play is just absolutely awful, then you can say sorry. But
there's on occasion,
every once in a while, you can be like, "Yeah, my bad." But overall, if it's just a bad beat, like you ain't got to apologize for that. There are no sorries around.
There ain't no bad beats there. That was just clear. Take that dog out the backyard and kill it.
Have you guys ever watched SVPs with Steve? Have you watched Bad Beats?
Oh yeah.
Have you watched like the segments of those?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Elite television. Mm-hmm. Scott Van Pelt is, the Spider-Man meme where he's holding Spider-Man's holding the train from crashing. Mm-hmm. That's Scott Van Pelt to ESPN.
ESPN for real.
Yeah, 100%.
You're right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's some college ball for you guys. I think that's it on the docket for the college basketball.
I like something else, but I didn't like it enough.
That's it. Colby, I'll take your thoughts here. I peeked at Iowa, and I looked at Iowa the over, and their team total, and them
are they home?
minus 32.5. They're at home. Total's 159.5. They're playing New Hampshire, who has no offense, no defense. But God, what was it? I think I was using your logic. I think I was looking ahead and quick turnaround in conference play.
What's their team total? Their team total is 95.5.
Okay, it's gone down. It was 96.5. They play Wisconsin on Friday in Wisconsin, so that kind of is screaming Maryland vibes to me.
It's just stay away because
that's why I did.
Because like you saw the reason why I was like take Chicago State. First of all, 40 points is insane.
Is insane.
A lot of points.
The one I was looking at, I would say stay away. I would if you have to take the day off, it's not a bad day to take a day off. The one I was looking at, the line's been dancing. I liked Bryant, and then I liked Santa Clara.
I liked Bryant. It's tough going into Grand Canyon. And
I was looking at them like, why are they so sexy? There's nothing sexy about that team, analytics wise.
It's up to 14. I'm seeing 14 minus 120 on BetOnline.
There's nothing Grand Canyon's coming off a game they shot 27% from the floor against San Diego. I was thinking it's the over, but then Bryant. When were these games? Oh, these were this before break, so it really doesn't count. Santa Clara. This is the one This is what I was looking at. Against
under.
Really?
I think I lean under actually.
Against Santa Clara, Santa Clara against Pepperdine, they shot 50% from the floor, 45% from the deep. But listen to this: San Francisco beat LMU by almost. They won by 15. They shot 38%, 32%. Like that's not a really good game. Like they didn't really dominate. They just played a crap team. That's why I'm like staying away from San Francisco.
Did you like the Dons or Santa Clara?
I like Santa Clara.
I would stay away. I think San Francisco.
I'm not. That was the one. I'm like. I'm not even. If I'm going to bet anything, it's Bryant.
San Francisco. Their defense, I think, is way too good, especially at home. Santa Clara relies way too heavily on the three, and they cannot get to the free throw line. San Fran defends the perimeter, keeps teams off the line. So I would not want to back Santa Clara. Bryant, however, could be a play.
4 straight losses.
14 is probably too many. It's tough with the pace of that game though, because there's gonna be so many possessions, so many opportunities. Grand Canyon's so
And
tough
also,
to beat
Grand
at
Canyon
home.
played Saturday. Grand Canyon played Saturday. I forgot to mention that. Grand Canyon played Saturday. Bryant hasn't played since before break.
They get to the free throw line a ton, the Lobes. That would also worry me. It's them getting plenty of time at the charity stripes, stretch it out. So
Bringing back these guys, eh? The old Lopies.
yeah,
Eileen Bryant.
I'd stay away.
Yeah,
Stay away.
I'm not. I'm gonna have 2 plays tonight, and one of them is not, the other one's not gonna be college hoops.
Fair.
But chat, there's the official one. Gonzaga.
That one I've had
Whatever
locked
you're
in
feeling.
since last night.
And you can get a better number than he did.
Shit happens. All right. Let's Shags, you want to preview the bowl game for tomorrow morning, and then I'll do some NBA, and then we'll finish off, talk some Monday Night Football.
Yes, sir. People, the Reliaquist Bowl, Alabama taking on Michigan. Alabama is a 2-touchdown favorite in this bowl game, going down in Tampa. This one in Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and we are fading Michigan one more time this season, taking their team total under 15.5 at -125. It's already moved to -135. It's being offered at 14.5, at 13.5. All of those numbers fine. I would prefer to get the 14.5 if you can. Pay whatever juice you have to. Michigan team total. Colby, yes, question.
Who the hell is playing for Michigan?
Yeah, exactly. So they don't have Khalil Mullings, starting running back, not playing. Other star running back, Donovan Edwards, not playing.
That's all I needed to hear.
Backup QB, Alex Orji, who is, their other running option, also not playing. Davis Warren is leading the charge for the Wolverines. They are not going to be able to do anything against the Alabama team that, number one, has revenge narrative on their mind. Alabama lost to Michigan last year in the college football playoff. Sure, it's definitely not the same Michigan team, but Alabama doesn't care. They're going to want to smack them in the mouth. Alabama's defense, very, very good. Most of these stars are going to be playing. Jalen Milroe said he's going to be playing as well. Alabama is very, very thin at wide receiver. They do have their top 2 pass catchers, but a lot of guys have hit the portal, which is why I'm leaning towards, or actually not leaning towards, taking just the Michigan team total as opposed to Alabama on the spread. Michigan, they are 100th in the FBS in scoring. They just won a game scoring 13 points. They've been held under this number just 4 times, but, without Mullins, without Edwards, they're not going to be able to do anything offensively. This is just going to be Crimson Tide domination from start to finish. Their defense 10th in the nation in points allowed. They give up just 18th. They're also top 20 in yards per play. So I think the Crimson Tide defense comes alive. Started off our morning with a win. Michigan team total under.
Because we're basically suiting up for Michigan.
Pretty much.
They're trotting a bunch of us's out there.
I would probably be the backup running back at this point.
I can sling the pill. I can throw it around. I'm tall enough to figure it out. If we had a football team, how would we construct this? What would we do at Betting News?
I need to know what position I would be playing.
Colby, you're juice man. Cal Juszczyk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
feel like you could be maybe
a dynamic fullback.
Or
in my day in high school when I was chubby and I was a tight end, one of my coaches said I was a biscuit away from being a lineman, and that never died.
Yeah. I remember this story. You talked about this before.
And my coach was a Hershey kiss away from another heart attack, so I don't know why he opened his mouth.
Nice. It's not a typical football coach.
I'll
Yeah,
play
Freddie
God on defense.
Yeah.
I dare you to come up the middle.
Freddie's definitely a secondary guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Free safety. You can't control him.
100%.
Yeah,
all right.
I do like the spread at 14. I don't know if there's a 13.5 out there, but I think it is down to 14. It's not 14.5 anymore. So yeah, I like the spread. I think it's Bama domination.
Especially with Milroe playing.
We'll see if he pulls the Cam Ward though. So it's out the second half.
What record is he there to break? My Heisman ticket?
Maybe he's breaking a record. I don't know.
All right. Shags, like I said, Shags posted a lot of scribbles for the rest of the bowl games tomorrow. There'll be more. There's 4 bowl games tomorrow, and then the first of the playoff games is also tomorrow evening, and then the other ones are on New Year's Day. So be on the lookout for all of that at bettingnews.com. We'll talk about them. These lads will talk about the rest of Own Up Your Units tomorrow. I'll give you the rest of the goods. Tight end or wide receiver or quarterback. I'll throw the ball. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
SBJ's the sign guy. He's so tall, everyone can see him on the sidelines.
Yeah, sure. 100%.
When you got the headset on.
decked out in all one color.
Yeah.
Man,
Not team color either.
I wanted to play football so bad because I was actually good at football, but my body when I was growing up, like I grew so fast, so all of my tendons and everything was just so like not well put. I would have been broken every bone in my body.
Worn out.
Football.
Yeah.
We have to make a comment. We have to say something about this punter comment.
Yeah. Go ahead. Defend yourself.
Pat McAfee.
One. My brother was a punter, and he dislocated his shoulder freshman year being a punter. And guess what? Nobody touched him. He dislocated himself.
Oh, dude, that happened to our kicker, 8th grade. He second game. He was actually our starting quarterback as well. Pulled his hip flexor. Opening kickoff. Second game of the season.
Yikes! I tore both of my hip flexors in high school. Both of them.
Oh my god!
The guy actually made it to the league. He signed an NFL contract.
No way!
Yeah.
Congrats to him.
Wow.
Yeah, Ryan Willis. He played at KU and Virginia Tech.
Is he suiting up for the Lions tonight?
No.
He might need him. Okay.
No.
Hello.
I don't even know if he made
What's
it
up?
out of training camp, but he made it. Maybe that's all it was, training camp.
Wow.
Look.
Getting a lot of NBA news. Actually, let's just dive into this right now because both of these players that Chewy and Austin are talking about right now have to do with my play. So the Bulls play tonight in Charlotte, taking on the Hornets. No Lonzo, no LaMelo, so both Ball brothers out for this game. I'm taking everybody's favorite Bull. It's my favorite play today. Give me Josh Giddey over 13.5 rebounds and assists. This line is probably moving now because Levine and Ball are out. So I don't know if it's still 13.5, but it's what I got earlier today. I like it at, I like it at 14.5. I like him to get a triple-double, shockingly. So give that a little dust. So I don't really care how high this RA number gets to. He's hit this line in 4 straight games. He is the primary ball handler, especially when Lonzo is out of the game. It'll kind of distribute between him and Kobe White. But he just coming off a triple-double against the Bucks. He's hit this line in 2 straight games against the Hornets, one of them being this season as a member of the Bulls. He had 9 rebounds and 7 assists in that game, flirting with a triple-double. I think he's going to do the same thing again. I really like this 13.5, and like I said, I did dust the triple-double if you'd like to ride it out there as well. The other play I have, a little dust. The other play I have is also an RA. This one's a little grodier, so pinch your nose if you're taking this one. But I really like the value on this. It's lower. I also got plus money, and it's not plus money anymore. Sorry about that, but I still like the line. It's Herb Jones over 6.5 rebounds and assists. I got plus 100, but it's now minus 115 or minus 120. He plays for the Pelicans. The Pelicans, one of the worst teams in the NBA right now. But they're playing the Clippers tonight in the Smoothie Center. The spread makes no sense. It's like a 5.5 point spread. Clippers are pretty good. I don't really understand it. Kind of makes me think that the Pelicans might cover, maybe even fuck around and win outright for some reason. Herb Jones has been great, though, for this team, rebounding and facilitating. He's hit this line in 6 of his last 7 games. He's also hit it in 3 of his last 4 games against the Clippers, clearing this line with 2 9 spots in the RA department in the last 2. Pinch your nose like these 2 gents just did.
Gross.
Take this with me.
Gross.
This is one of those plays. If you're an NBA fan, you're not just going to randomly watch this game. You're just going to take it, not think about it, come back, and he's going to have like 8 RA. And then, and then you're good.
Jimmy's.
Can I breathe yet?
Awesome.
You're good now. You can breathe through your mouth, by the way.
You're good.
You're good. So those are my 2 favorites, 2 RAs. Giddy's by far my favorite, though.
You can breathe through your mouth.
Yeah. Or your ears. Yeah. If your mouth and your nose are busy, you go through the
Mouth
ears.
breather.
Yeah. You can take that too, Nasty Masty. I like that as well. Double-double plus 210. It's a good way to do it. I just went straight for the TD, but if you want to take the double-double as well, go for it. So there's some NBA for you. V posted some scribbles at Betting News. I posted some other stuff as well on the timeline, so be sure to follow all of us if you want some more NBA action out there. Sook will keep posting more plays I'll keep forcing him to post his random plays that he likes because you guys like tailing Sook. You guys have to remind Sook, though, when you tail stuff, you have to make sure that you tell him because he gets really nervous posting his plays on the internet, even though he's been talking.
He's got to get over that.
I know. I've told him. I was like, brother, you talk about it on a show now for a year and a half. Like,
Yeah, right.
it's the same shit. It's exactly the same thing. Anyway.
He's like, my friends are going to hate me then.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Okay, so Lonzo is in. I thought Lonzo was out. Oh, okay. Lonzo's in. That doesn't matter. It doesn't change the sell job.
One ball is out.
All right, Lance Armstrong. All right, let's talk some football. It's Monday Night Football. Should be
A snooze.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. It should be an interesting game. Obviously, it's going to be weird to kind of find out what's going to happen with the Lions because they don't really get anything in this game besides just staying prepared for their biggest game of the season next week against the Vikings. They have to play the Vikings next week. As the winner of that game, I'll just run through that real quick and then we'll talk about tonight. The winner of that game next week between the Lions and the Vikings first of all, wins the NFC North. Second of all, is the number 1 overall seed in the NFC. So they have home field advantage locked in for the rest of the playoffs. They also get that first round bye. The loser of that game is the 5th seed, has to go on the road for the entire playoffs and has to play in round 1 in the wild card round. So massive implications for the Lions and the Vikings next week. Doesn't really matter what happens tonight with the Lions. Like, they can lose this game and it's no big deal. But if I know Dan Campbell and if I know this team, they don't want to lose, regardless of situations. Shags, I know you wrote about this game. Colby and I both have thoughts, but I'll let you kick us off. 3.5-point spread in Santa Clara. Niners, nothing to play for. What do you think?
Yep, you said it, man. Both teams nothing to play for. It doesn't mean anything for the Lions, right? They just care about next week. They're looking ahead. But they're not. The Detroit Lions have been the best team in football from start to finish all year long. This is not in my mind, this is not a opportunity to rest. It's more of just an opportunity to tune up, try things out. If they work, great. If they don't, who cares? We'll tune it up in a week for the real competition, against Minnesota. So, however, I am going to back Detroit. I think they're going to ball out like they've been doing all season long. I took their team total over 26.5, paid a little bit of juice at -124 for it. BetOnline is offering 27.5 at +110. If you'd like to go that route, I did, buy it down in case there's a missed extra point, whatever it may be. In my mind, this game does have 49ers backdoor written all over it. I could see Detroit leading by 10 coming down the stretch, playing very soft, not caring if San Francisco scores a touchdown to cover or even comes back to win. But the Niners defensively beat up. Charvarius Ward out for this game. They've allowed 29-plus points in 3 of their last 5, but they've given that up to the Dolphins, who are 22nd in scoring, the Packers, and then the Bills. The Lions, like I said, the highest scoring offense in the NFL, scoring 34-plus in the past 3 weeks as well. I just see the Lions rolling. Could be the Niners come to play. I do think their offense might shine bright tonight, but give me the Lions to find the end zone like they've been doing all season long.
I loved in your scribbles that you said that you like this team total, and you in parentheses said, "I'm going after the Pop-Tart Bowl in Miami situation. I'm learning from my mistakes."
I'm not fading number 1 offense again. That was not fun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't know what Colby's gonna say, but I have a feeling that something along these lines. So I'll just say this: the 49ers have nothing to play for besides pride and these guys putting good stuff on tape.
Last home game for the fans.
Last home
Season
game.
Ticket holders.
These guys are prideful guys. They've made the Super Bowl in the last couple of seasons. Lots of really talented players, all pro players. Yep. And this is their last primetime game. So at home, primetime game. I have a feeling these Niners are going to come out here and play some fucking football tonight. I lean pretty heavily with what Colby's about to say of the 49ers covering. I like your team total because I do think the Lions are going to also come out and play some football because, as I said, Dan Campbell has shown he don't like to take his foot off the gas. There is no foot off the gas for this
Everyone
guy.
can be dead. He's like, get out there.
Get out there.
Does not exist for him.
Well, and
Get
I
out
like
there.
that because a lot of coaches sometimes will I mean, if in certain situations when the game means this game doesn't mean anything, but like Saquon next week, for example.
Thibodeau's playing or coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean,
there goes.
These guys are athletes at the end of the day, right? Their job is to go out there and play, and like you can't put bubble wrap so much in situations. Like you got to if injuries happen, it's just part of the game. Got to be smart about it, but it is what it is. I really like Debo in this spot. No real reasoning necessarily. I got 47.5, but like I said, I like Kittle too, and I couldn't decide, but I just got a feeling, man, that Debo's going to want to come out here, pot belly and all, and want to just ball out. This is the last chance of the season. Like no one's going to care about that last game against the Cardinals. Some of these guys might not even play in that game. That game means nothing at that point. So that's literally just putting stuff on tape. This game, there's going to be eyeballs on it. It's their last home game of the season. So I don't know. I got a feeling Debo's going to come out and maybe take one. And last point before Colbs takes over is this Lions secondary is banged the fuck up. They've been bad pretty much all season. They're 32nd in the NFL to wide receiver yards allowed. But they're also banged up too. So both defenses dealing with injuries. So we could see both offenses take advantage of that. I like the 49ers side with the home boost juice. So give me Debo for 47.5.
I will say, for next week, looking ahead, whoever loses and wins that game, I'll be looking to fade and tail one of those in the playoffs because
interesting.
It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting game. I agree with
what
everything SPJ has said. Let me know. Everyone's probably heard the same stuff. I mean, should the Lions be sitting a bunch of guys? They probably should with the amount of injuries they had, but they also have if you look up grit, you're going to find the Detroit Lions head coach right there, smack dab in the middle of that definition, because Dan Campbell is the absolute definition of grit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fade the get me feeling. I'm not a big fade the public guy, but seeing 90% of the public on the Lions in this game makes me really like the 49ers. I'm betting the 49ers today, not because of that, because I found out that my friend was having his first child through action yesterday.
Yeah.
And I just want to say congratulations to my friend Woj on his firstborn son, Jack, who is 8 pounds, 10 ounces. And if you don't think we're betting the 49ers tonight, you are sorely mistaken, because we're riding that. The kid's born, we're betting the Niners. That is his first bet as a father, and he hasn't lost a bet as a father yet. So let's ride on that train, right, boys?
Let's
right,
go.
If you want to get in on that, we're riding for Jack. And guess what? You mark your calendars right now, because on December 30th, 2042, Jack will put his rear end in our betting group chat. You bet your sweet Bippy he'll be there. I can't wait to add that SOB when he's 21 years old. I can't wait.
18, baby. You can bet at 18.
I thought it was 21. It's 21.
18, isn't it?
Depends on the state.
Depends on the state.
Oh, well, we live in Illinois.
All right,
so
21,
42.
sorry.
2042.
We're rolling with the dad. The fresh dad.
Let's
8
go.
pounds,
Shout out Woj.
10 ounces.
Shout out Woj.
Boom.
That's the best song
10
ever
ounces.
for 10 seconds.
Yeah, best 10 seconds of your life, you know? What's up? Thanks for stopping by on YouTube. We appreciate you. Thanks for being
What
here.
up, Mike?
I could not. Nate was going to see what Woj bet yesterday in action and goes, Woj, did you have the kid? Congrats. And Woj replies, no, he'll probably be here tomorrow.
Wow. Hey, congrats on the sex.
A quote. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said,
You know he was having a kid?
yeah. I just didn't. He just didn't say like, hey, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Woj goes, it should be here, or the kid should be here by kickoff. All-time quote. All-time quote.
That's amazing. GG's. All right, so Colby likes 49ers to cover. I like Debo receiving yards, and Shags likes the Lions team total, which all of these things can happen, which is crazy. Nobody's on a different side of things here.
I also think it's weird the lines went down with all the action the Lions are getting. I think that's really weird.
When I looked at this game originally,
it opened at 4.5, and it's just stayed 3.5.
I thought the 3.5 point spread was a joke. Not a joke. Like I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me, which makes me want to take the plus number.
What would you make the Lions in Ford Field?
7.5.
That's about right there.
I'd say about 8.5.
No,
It would be in that weird range.
I'd go like 8.5 or 9. I think.
Fair. Okay.
With the, I mean, I guess the incentives in this situation, or the implications for both teams are playing a big factor.
It's definitely put into that spread too.
Yeah, it's baked in.
But
that's why. But even with that, I feel like that it would be closer to. I think like 4.5 or 5 was a little more appropriate towards the Lions in this situation. I don't know. I think
3.5 is right. It seems to me. I don't think they're willing to give you the hook for the away favorite, probable number 1 seed. You know, I don't think it was ever going to get to 3, but
I think it's just like, if you don't know where the game's at, Lions just seem like it seems too easy to bet the Lions. But you got to remember, it's on the road. It's the NFL.
I like the team total that Shags. I also kind of like the over, just as a total, like the over of the game, 50. You know, I feel like that both these offenses should be able to come out and ball out.
Right.
The only thing I would feel concerned about possibly is if the Lions are winning big at some point in the last quarter. Like, I know Dan Campbell does like to put the gas on, but if they're winning by 21 going into the fourth, like, he might sit Jared Goff down, you know? At that point.
We'll see. They're not going to be able to control the clock as much as they like to with no Montgomery still, so.
What do you guys think about Gibbs? You guys think Gibbs has a chance to have a good game in this situation?
What's it that put in the comments is under? It said big trust.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I don't know.
That's it.
I mean, Gibbs is going to get all the touches. You know, I've seen Craig Reynolds' name pop around, but I don't know.
Our dog Oracle likes this other guy, Jefferson. He's like a practice squad player for the Lions. Also, Kev.
Jamar.
Yeah, Jamar Jefferson.
Jefferson.
To score a touchdown.
7.
Plus 1,600, score a tutty.
Jesus.
Wow.
Right?
That's
Worth a dust. Shout out Oracle, too, who hit another banger over the
He's
weekend.
He's a sick animal. That kid's a sick animal.
He every time he hits a big parlay, too, he texted me this weekend and was like, hey, man, hit this parlay, which was sick, which was dope. But he was like, I want to donate again to the Tots. And I was like, let's go, man. So
Marcus,
to the top fund.
Nearly anyone on the Lions is probably a good play for a touchdown, in my opinion. The problem is just picking which one it's going to be.
Dan Skipper. Probably.
I would obviously say, Gibbs, St. Brown, and Laporta, but somehow, some way, Allen Robinson is going to find the end zone.
I mean, Tim Patrick's not a bad bet.
I was also going to say Tim Patrick.
Allen Robinson.
I didn't know he was on the roster. I
didn't know if it was embarrassing to say I did not know Allen Robinson was still in the league.
I didn't either.
Penn State's finest. Didn't know he still played.
31 years old.
Bears great too. Former Chicago legend.
He has 2 receptions on 6 targets this year for 9 yards.
Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah,
he's gonna get targets.
He's finding the end zone tonight, chat. Let me just tell you.
I will say Vsauce also really likes Kittle. Even though the Lions defense is really good against the tight end position.
It's only 800.
Only.
Wow.
Don't act like that's good value. Don't act like that's good value. That's terrible.
No.
But I mean,
but if it's only 8 on that guy, where is it elsewhere?
That guy ain't even sniffed the field,
exactly.
Much less being plus 800. That's wild, man.
This guy has had less than 10%, been on the field for less than 10% of the snaps the past 5 weeks.
Where's he at here? Gotta look at this.
All right, I am.
Are you betting this, Jack?
I'm gonna see what we're gonna find. I'm not betting it at 8-1, but if I can find,
I'm getting a plus 2,700 right now.
Yeah, that I would sprinkle on.
Hold on, let me see what number I can get.
2,700. He's plus 2,700 on blue, plus 1,200 on green, plus 800 on Colby's favorite.
18 on the Roman Empire.
27.
This guy's numbers all over the place.
You don't want to do something frisky? That and Niners money line. Oh my God, we might be giving the Tots every toy they ever thought about.
And the under. and just get real janky with it.
And the under. It's the only touchdown scored.
Counter catcher. You know I'm sprinkling on first, of course, because
first touchdown. What's the first?
Hold on. What do I got here?
First
touchdown. 2 touchdowns. Holy crap. 49 to 1.
For his two touchdowns or first touchdown?
His first.
Wow.
You know what you do? You take that live boost.
Yeah, just do that. That's insane.
Wait, you said it was what for first, Colby?
49 to 1.
I am seeing plus 10,000.
Where art thou?
You gotta check a different book, big fella.
The blue book.
Man, what book was I looking at?
Yeah, you're saying 4,900. I'm saying plus 10,000. I'm 100.
Oh,
I'm 100.
it must have been updated because it's not updated.
100 to 1.
Okay. 100 to 1 on the same 27
all right.
book. It's
Chat.
getting sprinkled.
I'm gonna sprinkle it with you. I'm gonna be so pissed off if I don't sprinkle this and it hits.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm doing it.
I'm also gonna sprinkle his regular touchdown. He ain't playing a snap.
Allen Robinson. He's a wide receiver. Chat, this guy, I'm looking at his snap counts the last 5 weeks. 4 snaps, 6 snaps, 5 snaps, 7 snaps, 4 snaps. That is less than 10% of the snaps the past 5 weeks.
It's really sad the guy can't do this. Like, it's really pathetic.
Guy can't do it. Allen Robinson, first touchdown, plus 10,000, and anytime at 27 to 1.
This is not the type of gambling advice you guys usually tune in for, but this is what you come here for.
Oh my God, it went to 26 to 1. I placed it.
I already did it. I'm in. Cup of coffee has been.
I got fucking
thrown-
26 to 1, damn it.
it's been
I'm
thrown
looking
away.
for the sickest thing that ever happened. Hold on.
That's pretty gross, dude. I don't know.
I did both, Marcus. I did
The
both.
same.
Little sprinkle on both. Just for funsies.
Yeah. This is not legitimate. Don't go putting anything substantial on this whatsoever. He may not even see the field.
We are banking on him. I hope he sees 5 snaps. I hope he
Can you-
runs 3 routes.
Hey man, at this point, they're gonna get to the red zone, and Allen's gonna come trotting out there. Yeah, meet you at the bank. Positivity. If this will be the greatest moment in the history of this show if this guy scores the first fucking touchdown.
I'm doing first, and I'm doing it both.
Yeah.
I did both.
Yes,
Let's
we
do
did
it.
both too.
Let's go, chat.
Is that the
go,
best
boys.
odds?
I
I'm
honestly didn't shop.
I'm gonna shop. I'm
I-
gonna look around.
The touchdown for sure.
Yeah, the touchdown.
The touchdown for sure,
the
yeah.
Anytime for sure. I don't know about the first, but
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm looking.
I'd be surprised if.
this says yes. It's saying it's 6. It's like 50 to 1, 60 to 1, or 95 on some other books, but FanDuel had 100 to 1. Excuse me, Blue Book had 100 to 1.
It's all right. Dust away, chat.
That's the way. Just.
We just spent 5 minutes talking about Allen Robinson to score the first touchdown. There you go.
Allen Robinson, 31 years old, baby.
Wow, he's not even on our favorite networks book.
Wow.
He's not even there. Oh my God, is he there for total touchdown?
Who brought this up? Was it Cash? Was it Counter Cash? Counter Casher? Was it Counter Casher?
Someone was just asking for TDs. I'll be honest. I originated it because I was. I was looking at the Lions depth chart.
We didn't know he played for the
and
team.
went to the 4th
either.
receiver.
It's not a bad way to do it though, man. Like, you know what you should do? Here's what if you guys want to get just disgusting, pair Allen Robinson with fucking Jamar Jefferson. Pairs those guys together.
The Lions are gonna sit their players. This is a good bet.
Because Jamar Jefferson to score a touchdown is plus 1,100. So, I'm just saying.
Yep, Allen Robinson not seeing a snap tonight. Love it.
Absolutely not. If he gets, you know what? I'll feel happy. I feel like this will be a winning bet if he gets targeted in the red zone.
He's seen one
Yeah,
target.
that's a hook. That's a hook.
You know,
He's
like,
seen
if
one
he-
target in the past 5 weeks.
If he goes out there tonight and gets one red zone target, and if it maybe hits off his fingertips or something, I feel like that's a dub. You know.
You know,
That would be
that's
good
what I
enough.
used to do when I would bet use check touchdown for the Niners because he gets at least one chance a game. Like
Yeah.
you're guaranteed one stupid snap at the goal line, and then the defense sees it, and you're like, "Oh, come on, that was the one."
That was
He's
the one.
+9. He's +950.
I'm not betting. I've never won one.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never won one. All right, I'm locked in on both.
Yep.
I've only wasted
Let's go.
$8, so it's okay.
Yeah, same.
$8. All right. Wow, that was fun, boys. That was a good time.
if we win, congrats, kids.
Hey, man, again, if fucking Allen Robinson finds a touch, if Allen Robinson scores a touchdown tonight, we'll do a giveaway. And you'll see this clip of
that's all
this
we need.
particular, of all this, you'll see this clip everywhere. Because I feel like we would be the only people on the internet talking about Allen Robinson to score a touchdown.
Find me another one.
I'll give somebody a hat, or you Up Your Units hat for every show we have this week on Up Your Units. So that's tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday.
Let's go.
Find me
While
another
donating
Allen
to the
Robinson
kids.
ticket.
We'll
Nobody
do that
else.
if this hits.
Oh my god, I really want I've never been so invested in Allen Robinson to score a touchdown in my life.
I think I have to bet the team total over on the Lions now.
Well, we can put that in the parlay. I mean, we need to
Do it.
I think Chat's got to give out 50 subs if this hit. Let's go.
We still need Degen to shave his head. How many more of those does he need?
What's up with Degen shaving his head?
I forgot. I think it was 100 subs, right? Or is it
Yeah,
two?
I thought it was wouldn't it by like January 1st though?
Yeah, he needs like 40 subs or something.
Respectfully to Degen, I think he would look really weird with a buzzed head.
I think it would take a minute for us to get used to it, but he's got the beard.
Oh, he already got it. He's gonna shave his head.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was 1,000. Oh my
He's
god!
doing it, and he's doing it in January.
No way!
That's
Godspeed.
awesome.
I hope he looks hot.
If you guys give us 5,000 subs, I'll shave my head.
You gotta shave your beard.
No, Ruda will leave me. I can shave my head though.
He ain't playing with the beard.
All right.
No.
All right.
I like the
Zags-
flavors. I like the
Zags
flavors.
minus 20, the Lions team total, and then Josh Giddey. There it is.
That sounds good. Should we just do that?
Trill God.
Nice and easy. Betty 3. Do we want to make it a 4 guys or just leave it as 3?
I think we got enough on our plate with Allen.
Sure.
Yeah, 3's fine.
Sure.
3's fine.
Sure. Okay, so team total for the Lions. Where's
Yeah,
that?
if you guys.
I did my hair, Trill God. What?
He did it. He looks very spiffy.
CJ with no beard terrifies me.
You guys remember the day that I came on the show
I
for
do.
like 2 or 3 days in a row and nobody noticed?
Yeah, that was wild.
49ers are about to be minus 4 or plus 4.
Are they?
They're plus 100 on Caesars at 3.5.
It's schmoving.
Mm-hmm.
Moving along, dancing up and down.
It should be 4. By how many people are on the Lions?
Yeah, I would think eventually it's gonna get there. Yeah.
Lions, here we go. 26.5. I'm taking the 26.5.
Yeah, do that. What's
Bing
that
bong.
number at?
Minus 128.
Oh, cool. I got one.
That's our hat.
There you have it.
You talking about SPJ's hat? That's our hat.
Yeah, this is our hat, baby. It's the betting news hat.
Power B.
It kind of looks like a Braves hat too, honestly. That's why I
Just the color scheme.
color scheme. All right, so Giddy RA. I'm just cooking this. Do we got the odds, or did you already put it together? Shags?
Joshua. No, I did not. Sorry.
No, you're good. I got it.
I'll shave my
Working on it.
back. Shut up, Russ.
Sheesh.
Isaac Garendo actually is probably definitely gonna find the end zone.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
It's just very, a San Francisco running back against the depleted Detroit defense.
Ooh, getting 20.5 for the Zags. That'll work.
Perfect.
All right, so Gonzaga 20.5. Josh Giddey over 13.5 rebounds and assists, and then the over 26.5 total points for the Lions, and that is plus 464.
Bang.
Scrumptious.
That'll do. That's a nice little
That'll
way to
do for sure.
Definitely.
Last-
Shizzle.
last Betty 3 of 2024. That's how you guys do it. Let's donate some more to the Tots. I also made an executive decision about the Tots. It doesn't have to, it'll just be the parlays and random stuff, but we're going to extend the giving of the season of giving until the Super Bowl.
Hey,
So we'll continue adding money to the Toys for Tot pot until the Super Bowl. You know, I thought it'd be fun to keep this season going for another month. Why not? Let's get to 2K. We're about to cross 1K. Let's get to 2K. There it is. 464 for our three. Those are our 3 favorite plays too. So I mean, you don't have to overthink it. Nice and easy.
Snooty.
Yep. Gonzaga by the points. Josh Giddey, rebounds and assists, and then in Monday Night Football, the Lions just to score a shit ton of points. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Woo! Solid.
Good stuff, boys. And then we're all riding Allen Robinson to score a touchdown.
First and anytime.
First and anytime.
First and anytime. First 27-1. Excuse me. First 100-1. Anytime 27-1.
Mm-hmm. Ding dong. Kobe 35. Chef actually texted me this, Chewy, and I told him respectfully that I'm not betting on Kobe White anymore. He's stolen too many of my coins. But it's probably hidden. So. All right, lads. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time hanging out with us on the channel, give us a follow. We appreciate you guys. We do this every single day, talking sports, having some fun, vibing out with you guys, and giving you some sports betting advice that you can take or not take, depending on how you feel. But having some fun and vibing out as always. Go follow Shaggy Betts on social media. Go follow Kobe Marcio on social media. Go follow myself at Sweatpants Jesus. Go follow all of us at Your Betting News. Give us a follow right here on Twitch or YouTube if you're watching us, and go get involved for all of our free sports betting content and everything we have available at bettingnews.com for free. Doesn't cost you a penny. Just go check it out. Go peep the scribbles. Peep those scribblers. Got anything else, boys?
Love you guys.
Let's have a night. A lot of bowl games tomorrow. Have a day. Have a night.
Let's feel like this.
Nice.
Let's feel like that. You know, I think we'll play it one more time, and then we'll get out of here. And when Allen Robinson scores, chat, this is what you're going to feel like right here.
Got me feeling icy.
It's going to make you feel nicey, baby. We appreciate you guys.
I don't like that.
I know, right? You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic Monday, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow for a double dip. Peace!
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
What
right
you know
here.
about rolling, rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling, rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about